Hi everybody, welcome to Barre with Mary. Today is day 3 of your 7-day Feel Good Challenge. Today's class is going to be very focused on deep core, upper body strength. So we'll absolutely be doing glute and thigh work, but this is a fantastic class if you're looking to work on your posture, if you're looking to work on your balance, if you're looking to work on deep core abdominal activation. This is the class for you. This class will be about 45 minutes, full body class. So we'll do a warm-up, we'll go through all of those classic bar exercises, and we'll finish with a stretch. For equipment, I am using 2 things, a set of light weights and a yoga block. For the weights, I am using 2-pound weights. If you don't have them, no worries. You can grab cans of beans, you can grab a couple of water bottles and fill them up. Those will stand in just fine. For the yoga block, if you don't have a yoga block, really not a big deal. Grab yourself a really thick book or stack a couple books together, anything like that. We will be using it under our feet, so you're gonna want something pretty sturdy. Once you have all your equipment, let's get started. Put your equipment off to the side and come to stand on your mat. We're gonna take our feet wide. All 10 toes are gonna be pointing toward me so the legs are in parallel. Bend into the right knee and hinge your hips back as you hinge your torso forward. So we're coming into a lateral lunge. Pause here with the right knee bent. Press the inner thighs away from each other. Pull your hips back so you shift your weight back into your heels, and then lift your chest up into the thumbs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Switch sides, bend into the left knee, pause. Pull the left hip back. Push the inner thighs away from each other. Lift the chest, and then take a moment, really think about wrapping the front low ribs in and back so you're engaged through the abdominals. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. We're gonna go into skater lunges. Take it up and over to the right, to the left. You've got it, right and left. Now maybe we're gonna add the arms here. Add a little reach forward, reach back. Arms reach, arms reach. So skater lunges side to side. Continuing to shift the weight back into the heels. Lifting the chest up. Shoulders are soft. And then really feeling length from the crown of the head all the way to the hips. You're gonna do 4 more here. Go 4, 3, 2. Last one to the right, last one to the left. Take it to the right, hold it there. Arms are reaching overhead. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to come up to the tippy toes of your left foot, shifting all of your weight into your right foot. Take a breath, reach the fingers away from you, reaching on the diagonal. As you exhale, pull hands and left thigh towards each other. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, reach. Stay slow. Finding a balance on your right leg here. Finding this rotation through the mid-spine. So ribs are twisting towards the left thigh and then back to center. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Last one, I want you to hold that pull and just take 8 little taps of the hands to the thigh. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Find your balance. 4, 3, 2. Step the left foot out wide. Switch sides, bending into the left knee. Shift up onto the right tippy toes. Reach the arms up on the diagonal. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to the right thigh. Twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, twist. So finding balance here on this left foot. Today's class, we will be doing a fair bit of balance work. So just trying to establish where you're at today. And if you're not really on your balance, me either, that's okay. Know that you can always grab something to help support you. 4 more twists. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Hold it there. 8 little taps. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach the right leg out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reaching the arms overhead. Legs are straight. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Melting over both legs. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And just take a moment here, swaying the hips side to side. Releasing out to the upper body. Letting the neck be really long. Big inhale. And big exhale. Soften your knees. Walk your hands over to the right. Plant your hands. We're going to step back into a high plank. So both legs long, reaching back through the heels and reaching forward through the crown of the head. Take a gentle softening through your elbows and really spread your fingertips wide here. So we push down through all 10 finger pads and squeeze our thumbs towards each other. Now bring your attention to your hips. We're not going to let our hips move, okay? Take a big breath in. As you exhale, hips are not going to move, but you're going to march your left leg up. Inhale, left leg lowers. Hips don't move. Exhale, right leg marches up. Keep going like that. Inhale, right toes down. Exhale, left leg lifts. Side to side. Really focusing on using our abdominals to keep our hips still. So it's very tempting as you lift one leg to drop the pelvis. Makes the leg lift a little easier. But what I want you to do instead is ask your abdominals to fire up even more in order to keep your hips still as you lift the leg. We're going to do 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Right toes down, take a breath here in your plank. And exhale, lift your hips high, downward dog. Pressing the mat away. Feel free to pedal through the feet, shake out the head, whatever you want to do in this down dog. Take a big breath in and let it go. Roll back to that high plank position and come down to your forearms for a forearm plank. Elbows are under the armpits. Hands are lining up with the elbows. We're just going to hold in our low plank here. Pushing down into your forearms, spread your shoulder blades wide. Feel the back of the head pressing up to the ceiling. Feel your front low ribs knitting in and drawing up. Feel the sides of the waist hugging in towards the belly button. Feel your pubic bone drawing up slightly towards your belly button. Squeeze your quadriceps, your thighs, and press back through your heels. Take a long inhale here, and a long exhale. Knowing you can always tap your knees down for more support. We're just holding and breathing for 8 more counts. Ready? It's 8, 7, 6. Could you get a little bit longer? 4 more here. Go 4, 3, 2. Child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Reach your seat back to your heels and take a few big breaths. Take an inhale and let it go. Walk your hands in. We're going to grab our block and come on down to the mat. Lay back on your back. And we're going to lift our hips and bring the block underneath our sacrum. Now, if you're using a book, this may be a little hard for your sacrum, so you might want to lay a towel on top of it, just a little tip. Now, once you have the block under your sacrum, we're going to plant the feet, bending the knees, and I want you to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, I want you to focus on your ribs. Wrap your ribs in and gently draw them down just slightly towards the mat. So we're really wrapping the front low ribs in and keeping the abdominals engaged. From this position, take a breath in. And as you exhale, float just your left leg up to a tabletop. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, take your left leg out to the left about 6 inches. And then inhale, bring it back to center. Keep going like that. Exhale, left leg out to the left. Inhale, pull it back in. So the left knee is stacked over the left hip. It can be really tempting to pull the knee closer to the chest, but try to fight to keep it stacked over the hip here. Your right foot is planted to give you a little bit of stability. And then notice as your left leg goes out to the left, really push down into your right foot and make sure your right knee is not flopping over to the right in order to compensate for this. You want your abdominals to do the work of stabilizing your hips. So as your left knee goes out to the left, really hug the abdominals in and down and feel the left side of your waist wrapping in towards center so that your obliques are fired up in order to keep your hips from rocking side to side on your block. 2 more times. Last one. Hold the left knee back at center. Take a breath in. On your exhale, left toes are gonna tap down to the mat, arms are gonna reach overhead. On your inhale, come back to center. Stay just like that. Exhale, reach and tap. Inhale, pull to center. So maybe your left toes tap the mat, maybe they don't. Maybe your thumbs tap the mat behind you, maybe they don't, mine don't. Wherever you are, I want you to focus not on how far you can reach your limbs, but how engaged you can get your abdominals. So as your limbs reach out, your low belly band is pulling down almost like you're trying to squish the block. And we're using the breath to help support us here. 4 more times. 3 more. Last 2. Now on this one, I want you to reach everything out and I want you to hold it there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, extend your left leg straight. So now the left toes are reaching forward and the arms are reaching back. Go back to that first variation we did, taking the left leg out to the left about 6 inches and squeeze it back into center. Inhale it out. Exhale, squeeze it in. So that little bit of movement here, really hugging the belly down, and again, making sure that our abdominals are working to keep everything else still besides our left leg. Relax your shoulders, keep your face soft, and give me 4 more like this. 3 more. Last 2. Last time out to the left. Bring the left leg center, hold it there, reach 1 more inch, inhale. Exhale, everything comes back to center. Plant the left foot down, and on your next exhale, float the right leg up. Hold it right there. On your inhale, we're gonna take this bent right knee, we're gonna take it out to the right about 6 inches. Exhale, pull it back to center. Keep going like that. So again, the right knee is stacked over the right hip. It's so tempting to pull it in a little closer to the chest, but try to keep that alignment just to make it a little more challenging for your abdominals. Now feel as your right thigh goes out to the right, your left shoulder and your left hip have to anchor down even more. I think I switched the breathing pattern on you, so do whatever breath pattern works, okay? As long as you're breathing, I'm pretty stoked about that. 4 more just like this, really feeling how the right side of the waist has to stay engaged in order to keep your hips still. 3 more. Last 2. Last one, right knee out to the right. Bring it back to center, inhale. Exhale, right toes down, arms reach overhead. Inhale it up. Exhale, toes tap the mat, arms reach overhead. Inhale, back to your starting position. Keep going just like that. And again, really focus on the deep core here. So think about the 2 bony hip bones on the front side of the body. Every time you exhale, I want you to think about wrapping those 2 bones closer towards each other. So the low belly is really hugging down into the block here. Front low ribs are knitting together. And even as you reach your limbs away from you, you're maintaining that closing in of the rib cage, so we're not arching the back. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last one, take it out and hold it. Breath in. Exhale, extend your right leg all the way straight, trying to keep the arms overhead. And 1 more time, the right leg goes out to the right 6 inches, and you pull it back into center. It's your call how you want to breathe here, but take either the inhale on the way out and the exhale on the way in, or reverse it, your call. Again, double check as the right leg goes out to the right, you're not letting your left knee flop out to the left. Really feel how the right side obliques wrap in towards center, hugging towards the belly button with the right side of the waist. 4 more times. 3 more. Last 2. Last one out. Take this one in, hold it. Big breath, reach a little longer. Exhale, come back to center. Keep the right knee lifted. Float the left leg up to meet it. So both legs now are in tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna extend both arms, both legs out. And as you inhale, we're gonna pull it back to center. Keep going just like that, using your breath. If it's too challenging to take your legs low, then just bring them up a little higher towards the ceiling. That's totally fine. The challenge here is not about how low you can get your legs, but can you maintain neutral in your spine as you extend the legs straight? So ribs knit together, pubic bone draws up towards the belly button, and we really use the exhale to wrap the abdominals 360 degrees around us, that full wrapping sensation. We're gonna do 4 more just like that. 3 more. Last 2. On this one, I want you to hold it on the out. You've got it. Now from here, just little presses down with the legs. Go a little down an inch, down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Relax your shoulders. Hug the ribs in. Feel the pubic bone lift towards the belly button. 8 more and a hold. Go 8, 7, 6, 5. It's 4, 3, 2. Hold it right there. Inhale. Exhale, maybe legs lower 1 more inch. Hold 4, 3, 2. Bend the knees, plant the feet, lift your hips off of the block, place it out of your way, and then just hug your knees to the chest and take a moment to rock side to side. Amazing work. Releasing through the low back. And then grab a hold of the backs of the thighs. We're gonna rock and roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Grab your weights. Coming into our arm work here, I want you to take one weight into either hand. Super simple, just facing me, bicep curls. In and out in a V shape. Bicep curl at center and out in a V. So pretty simple to start. And these are pretty light weights for bicep curls. So just take a moment and really think about how you can make this more challenging for yourself. Really squeeze the weights. Find your alignment so all 10 toes are pointing forward. The knees have a little soft bend to them. Crown of the head is reaching up to the ceiling. And then we have that same engagement we just had on the block. Ribs are knitting in. And you feel a slight drawing up of your pubic bone towards your belly button. You're going to do 4 more like this. Go 4, 3, 2. Now take it out to the V. Just stay right there. Keep going with these V bicep curls, but walk your arms up. So the elbows are in line with the armpits here. Shoulders are soft. And with the arms lifted, just make sure you didn't shift your weight back into your heels. Keep the weight centered over the front and back of the feet. So it's your abdominals that are holding you stable. 4 more. 3, 2. Hold it halfway. Squeeze the weight, little pulses up and up. You've got it, up and up. So this is going to be a pretty classic bar arm series. So light weights, high repetition. We're going to flow from one exercise to the next, working the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the upper back. If at any point you don't like one of them, don't worry, it'll be over soon. We'll move pretty quickly. Know that you can always set your weights down. Body weight is a great option here. 8 more, go 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, bring the weights together to touch, and slide your arms out to the sides of the room. You've got it. Inhale in, exhale, slide. So I still have that slight bend in my elbows. And now I'm just sweeping the arms forward and back. As you slide the weights together, you feel your shoulder blades spread wide. And as you slide your thumbs back, your shoulder blades squeeze together. 4. Go 3. 2 more times. It's in and open. Last one, weights tap. Hold the arms open, extend them all the way straight. Go bend, stretch, and bend, reach. Little punch, palms are up to the ceiling. And we're just taking this little bend and stretch through the elbows here. Shoulders are soft. And yes, your arms are out to the sides of the room, but you can see both of them near peripheral vision, okay? So they're not so wide that your ribcage is flaring open. 4, 3, keep going with the punching motion. Just face your palms toward me. Little punch, you got it. Press and press. So working the shoulders here. Starting to build up that heat, that burn in the shoulders. 8 more. We're going to flip the palms down to the floor. Go 4, 3, 2, keep going with the punching, palms down to the floor, little press, you've got it, punch and punch, little reach, things will change soon. You're here for 8, for 6, go 4, 3, 2, bend the elbows in half, palms face toward me, bring the arms in and open, go, it's in and open, shoulders soft, know that you can always set the weights down, 4 more, 3 more, 2, take them in, hold it out, palms will rotate down, they rotate up, little rotation, and lift. So a little internal rotation here, and then back to your starting position. Really great to support the muscles of your shoulder. 4 more times. 3 more, rotate down. This one burns. 2 more times, rotate down. Lift it up, now rotate down, hold it. Squeeze the elbows back, cross right. Go back, cross left. Little squeeze, punch cross, squeeze. Now as you squeeze the elbows back, really feel the shoulder blades drawing together. And as you punch across, shoulder blades draw wide, 4 sets. 3 more sets. Last 2. Continue to breathe. Last one here, back, punch, hold that punch, take the arms, shoulders distance, lower them down, lift them up. It's inhale, lower. It's exhale, lift, a little reprieve, right? Now as you lower, I do want you to stop yourself before you tap your thighs. As you lift, double check you're not shifting your weight back into your heels here, okay? Weight stays centered over the feet. 2 more times, it's inhale, lower. It's exhale, lift. Last time down. Hold this one up, flip the palms to face each other. From here, roll the elbows back, hinge the torso forward. Tricep kick back, hold it there. Arms are nice and straight. On your inhale, you're gonna rise up, sweep the arms forward, thumbs up to the sky. On your exhale, you're gonna hinge your torso forward, sweep it back, tricep extension. Inhale, rise and lift. Exhale, hinge and lift. Inhale up, exhale back. So you're staying in neutral. We're just shifting the alignment of our torso. So as we lift the weights in front of us, shoulders stack over the hips. As we reach the arms behind us, shoulders hinge forward. 3 more, lift and hinge. 2 more, go lift and hinge. Last time, reach it up. Now I want you to hold that hinge motion, just lower the weights to your hips and lift them right back up. Faster, go down and up. Lower to the thighs and lift. Palms are facing each other. We're gonna finish this arm work series with a tricep set. So working the muscles on the back side of the upper arms. 4 more times, 4, 3, 2, last time down. Hold it up, little pulses up and up, you've got it, up and up. So for tricep work, you wanna try to get the arms as straight as possible. So really think about reaching out through the knuckles, lifting through the chest, and again, re-engage the abdominals, wrapping the front low ribs in and back. 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold the lift, just squeeze the arms in and in. You've got it, in and in, like you're trying to clap your hands together behind your back. Little squeezes in, go in and in. It's squeeze and squeeze. 8 more, go 8. We'll hold it. Go 6. Your final hold for arms in 3, 2, squeeze the arms in and hold right there. Take a big breath in, reaching the arms a little longer. As you exhale, lift the arms higher and try to squeeze the palms 1 inch closer to each other. Hold right here, 4, 3, 2, set your weights off to the side. Grab your block. Come either to a wall or to a chair. We're gonna come into some standing seat work. So I want you to bring the block next to the wall. Right foot is on the block, right hand is on the wall or on a chair if you'd prefer. And then stand on that right foot. Curl your left heel in towards your seat. And from this position, we're gonna come into a little bit of work for this supporting right glute. So I want you to start by having really bad posture. I know, sounds ridiculous, but I want you to push into your right hip and drop your left hip down. You kind of notice that your right hip juts toward the wall. That's what I want you to do. Then on your exhale, I want you to push into your right foot and lift up so your hips come back to that squared alignment. So it's inhale, drop and dip. Exhale, push and squeeze the outer right glute. Inhale, drop. Exhale, push and squeeze. Keep going like that. So finding a little bit of stabilizing work to start today. Like I mentioned in the intro, today's class is a lot about deep core, posture, balance. So this series is absolutely going to work your hamstrings and your glutes, but it's also going to be a lot into the outer hips and into the stabilizing muscles of your pelvis. 2 more times. Last one, dip. Now hold that press up, and here's where I want you to stay for this series, okay? Find a little soft bend in your right knee, but continue to push into the right foot. On your inhale, you're gonna pull your left knee to chest, standing really tall. On your exhale, stick with me here. You're gonna keep this shape in your left leg. You're gonna press it back behind you. You're gonna hinge your torso forward. You're gonna come into this lifted kind of fold over position. Inhale, knee lifts up to the chest, stand tall, pushing into the right foot. Exhale, left leg sweeps behind you, bent knee presses up to the sky, torso hinges forward. Stay slow here. I am fully kicking my plant. It's very exciting. Now I really want to challenge you here not to worry about speed, okay? Think more about how much balance is happening into this right leg. So you might find some wobble, some wiggle, a little bit of movement in the ankle, in the toes, and that's totally fine, okay? 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Last one up. Now we're gonna hold that hinge position. Left leg is lifting up behind us. Right foot is pressing into the block. You have a little softening through your right knee. From here, lower your left leg just to meet your right, and exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. So again, think about that movement we did at the very start, where we were really pushing our right foot down into the block in order to keep our hips nice and still and square. Same idea here, okay? So a lot of work is happening into the outer right hip. Of course, left glute, left hamstring is also getting some love. 3 more. 2 more. Last one down. Hold this one up. We're just gonna pulse the left leg up and up. You've got it, up and up. Torso is hinging forward. Your right hand is on a wall or on a chair to give you a little bit of balance support. The more you curl your left heel to your seat, the more hamstring work you're gonna get. Give me 8 more pulses. 8. Go 4, 3. Hold your left leg there. 1 more time. We're going to go into that little dipping motion. Inhale, drop your left hip down. Exhale, press and square it off. Inhale, right hip jets to the right, left hip drops. Exhale, press. Inhale, drop and dip. Exhale, press. 4 more like that and a hold. 3 more. Last 2. The last one down. Hold this one up, lift the left leg, pull the right hip back, pushing into the right foot. Hold right here for 4, 3, 2, ooh, step off your block. Awesome job, shake out your right leg. Amazing work. The left leg got some attention too, but personally, I felt a lot of that more on my stabilizing leg. I'm going to slide over to the other wall so we can do the other side. You can stay right where you are and just spin around. Block is just a few inches away from the wall. Left foot is going to be on the block. Right knee is going to bend. Curling your right heel into your seat. Finding a little bit of length here through the spine. Now again, starting with that little bit of dipping motion in the pelvis. Okay, so on your inhale, right hip drops, left hip juts toward the wall. On your exhale, push into your left foot, square your hips off. Inhale, drop, find that kind of sassy teenage alignment. Exhale, lift. I know it well. Been there. And then my older one is coming up on that age. I'm really not looking forward to it. All right. Whew. As you inhale, dip. And as you exhale, press and lift. So now, I'm gonna guess you feel your right leg work a little faster than you did on the first side. since you've already worked this outer right leg, and now you're just holding it in this hamstring curl. So that's okay, you know, feel that burn a little quicker on the second side, but that is why you want to try to switch which leg starts. So if you always start on the right leg, maybe consider starting on the left next time. 2 more. Last one, dip. Hold the up. On your inhale, pull your right knee into your chest, stand really tall. Left knee has a little soft bend, hips are gonna stay in that square alignment. On your exhale, press your right leg back behind you, hinge your torso forward. Inhale, rise, right knee to the chest. Exhale, hinge it forward, lifting the bent right knee up behind you. Keep going like that. Stay slow. Worried not at all about how many repetitions you get in, but much more about how you're using your time here. There's a soft bend in the left knee. You're pushing down into the block, trying to maintain this pelvis stability. 2 more times. Last one up. Exhale, hinge it forward, hold it there. Now bring your right leg down to meet your left and press it right back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So again, using the wall or the chair as a little bit of balance support here. The majority of work is happening into this supporting standing left leg, and that's what we want. Really feeling the outer left hip work, the left hamstring's working, and then of course your right leg is working as you press it up. 3 more times. 2. Last time down. Hold this one up, take little pulses with the right leg. Up and up, you've got it, up and up. Hips are square, pulling your left hip back. Soften the shoulders. 8. And go 4, 3, 2. Hold your right leg there. One more time, we take that little dip. Inhale, drop your right hip down, pressing your left hip toward the wall. Exhale, press, square it off. Inhale, dip. Exhale, square it off. Breathing here. Ooh, I'm shaking like crazy. I hope I'm not alone in that. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it there, you've got it. Maybe lift the right leg a little higher. Soften the shoulders, hold 4, 3, 2. Ooh, step off the block. Shake out your left leg. You're not quite down at the block. Grab the block. We are done with C work. We're going to transition and finish class in our thigh work, okay? Not a full thigh work series today, a little modified one. Bring the block towards the back of your mat, and then take your feet in front of the block and place your heels on it. So feet are together, legs are together, heels are up on the block. Lift your chest so the shoulders are stacked over the hips. From here, you're going to inhale. You're going to lower down, sending your knees forward. And you're going to exhale, lift up to straight legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So a little supported parallel thigh work. Okay? So with our heels up on the block, we're asking a little bit less out of our calves so we can pay a little more attention to our quadriceps. As you slide the knees forward, they are going to go past your toes. That's okay because your heels are lifted. But if it's uncomfortable for you, you can just ditch the block. That's totally fine. 3 more. 2 more. Last one up. Now take this one down, hold it, squeeze the inner thighs together, and we're just going to come down an inch, up an inch, a little down, little up. So your heels are pressing into the block, your chest is lifted, your inner thighs are squeezing together. So this is a pretty traditional bar exercise known as parallel, and right away I'm guessing you're feeling a burn into the front of the thighs. That's what I want you to feel, so that's great. What makes this a little bit less traditional is the block. But I also find it lets me feel a little more balanced. I figure we did enough balance work in our standing glute work series. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, take it down, hold it, just squeeze the thighs, in and in, you've got it, in and in, thighs squeeze and squeeze, shoulders soft, 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold the squeeze of the thighs, pulse the hips, up an inch, up an inch, up an inch, press down into the block with your heels and lift up 1 inch, little up, little up, little up, keep squeezing the inner thighs in, go lift and lift, 8 more, go 8, go 4, 3, 2, hold it there, inhale, exhale, sink lower, sending your knees farther forward, squeeze the inner thighs in, lift your chest. This is it for this position. We're going to finish down on the mat in 4 more counts. Get lower for 4, 3, 2, lift all the way up, step off of the block, and come on down to the mat to finish class. Okay, now, one last thing with the block here. I want you to bring your big toes together and your knees wide, almost like you're doing child's pose. Then take the block in between your feet in that position. So the block comes in between your ankles. Now from there, really simple, sit on the block. Find this alignment. So heels are in, knees are a little wider, so you have a little external rotation here. And you'll notice that when you sit down, your shoulders stack over your hips. I want you to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips the whole time. Okay, from here, squeeze in on the block with your feet and lift all the way up, sit all the way back. Inhale, rise, exhale, sit. So this is a little variation of thigh dancing. So in thigh dancing, you'll notice that we're changing the orientation of our hips and our thighs. So as we rise up, we're nice and open to the front of the hips. And as we lower down, we're closed in the front of the hips. Okay, unlike a hinge, where we keep one long line from the crown of the head to the knees. So a little different. 4 more times. 3 more. Last 2. Last one up. Now I want you to come down to the block and now just lift up 1 inch, tap down to the block. Up 1 inch, tap down. Hover and tap. You've got it, up and down. So the block is squeezing between your ankles. Mine is moving a little. So if yours is moving, feel free to reach back and fix it as you need to. The goal here as you lift up 1 inch is that you're not leaning your torso forward to lift up. You're squeezing your inner thighs in and engaging the quadriceps. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold up that hover. Hold right there, so you're hovering off the block, and breathe. 4, 3, 2, lower your hips back down to the block. We're gonna do that whole thing 1 more time, a little faster. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, sit all the way down. You've got it. Inhale up, and exhale down. Now, if you're like, Mary, no, this is not working for my knees. You can always do this as a turned out squat instead, okay? So you just come up to stand, turn your legs out slightly in a squat position, and then again, you can just do this full range motion I'm doing now, and you'll take it to small range. We're just gonna do 4 more. 3 more. Last 2, lift and lower. Last one up. Take this one down. Now from here, lift 1 inch off the block, tap down. Lift 1 inch up and tap it down. You've got it. Inhale up and exhale down. So now we're just barely hovering off the block, tapping our seat down. Just so you know, this is our final exercise of class. 4 more times, and then we have our final hold, and you're into your stretch. You've got this. 3 more. 2 more. Last time up, down, now take it up, hold it there. Squeeze in on the block, maybe reach the arms forward, lean your shoulders back over your hips, feel the inner thighs squeeze together. This is your final hold for class. You're here for 4, 3, 2, come forward, Onto all fours. Get your block out of the way. Amazing work. And in this all fours position, find a cat-cow. Oh, inhale, drop the belly. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. And exhale, round the spine. Keep going at your pace. Doing any modifications or different movements that feel good for you here. Awesome job today. One more time through. Come to a neutral spine position. Bring your big toes together one more time. Take your knees wide and sit back on your heels like we did in that last exercise. But now we'll take a stretch. Right hand back behind you. Left arm reaches. Press up through the left hip. Pushing down into the top of the left foot. Soften your left shoulder. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Switching sides. The left hand comes back behind you. Right arm reaches up. Hips lift high, really pushing into the right hip. Pressing down into the top of the right foot and reaching the right fingers back behind you on the diagonal. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Come to take a seat. Swing the legs out in front of you. Legs extend straight. Bend your right knee, crossing the right thigh over the left. We'll take a little twist here. Reach the left arm up to the sky, and on your exhale, twist towards me. Right hand can come behind you as a little support. And we'll take a few big breaths here. One more breath. Unwind yourself and we'll switch sides. Right leg is long, cross the left leg over. Inhale, right arm up. And as you exhale, you twist, grabbing a hold of the left thigh. Left fingertips can come behind you. Sitting tall and breathing here. One more big breath in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then carefully unwind yourself, coming to a comfortable seated position. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let it go. And that was day 3 of your challenge. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you're here with me every day on the mat. And I'll be back next week, I mean tomorrow, with day 4 of our challenge. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know you thought of this class. And I can't wait to meet you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.